All right. I think we're recording. Okay. Um, Before we get started, I want to go ahead and say I apologize for the poor quality. Obviously, I'm not at home. A lot of the videos that you guys have been getting were pre-recorded. I actually took a lot of time to pre-record it so you guys would have some type of content while I was away. But obviously, things like this happen and I have to, do a video like this. So I really do apologize, but I'll be back in my crib in not too long. Just out for the holidays. But the Becky Hammon situation, I joked around about it. All right. I made that little like skit in which, we were all just joking around, but it did seem as if it was a little legit that Becky Hammon could possibly be gone. So, as we can see here, obviously, I know you guys saw the news, but it is pretty official at this point that Becky Hammon will be leaving the Spurs and leaving the NBA. She's finalizing a 5-year deal with Las Vegas Aces that will make her the league's highest paid coach. All right, let's get this out of the way right off the bat. Everyone's going to say this, so I guess I have to say it. Everyone has to say this, right? We're happy for her. Like, everyone's happy for Becky, okay? I'm happy for her. Everyone's happy for her. Everyone wants her to do well, blah, blah, blah. But I do want to talk about this just a little bit because it does frustrate me that she wasn't able to get, and she tried. It was not lack of trying to get a job in the NBA as the first woman head coach. I think it's bull. I think it's ridiculous. And a lot of things that were going on, like how the Trailblazers tried to say that they were talking to the San Antonio Spurs and they were the ones that said, hey, don't go for her. She got some weird things or she's not a good coach. It was a lot of weird stuff, a lot of excuses for teams not to, hire her. And I think it's bull. And unfortunately, I felt as if she waited, just a little time, she could have been the first women head coach for our San Antonio Spurs. And it's not just the fact that she could be the first woman head coach, but the fact that she's a really good head coach and she would have been someone that was under Popovich taking over, once he's gone. So now I'm just scratching my head because I don't know what we're going to do with the head coaching situation. Obviously, I've been a huge believer that Pop stay as long as you want. Okay, I don't care how old Pop gets. He can stay as long as he wants. He's a great coach. He's still got what it takes. He's continuously adjusting to his coaching style over the years. So as far as Greg Popovich is concerned, it's not a matter of I want him out the door and I want something new. That's not necessarily me right now because I think Popovich continuously changes up his coaching style from decades to decades. He's just always done that. So he's never gotten old on me or anything. He has a few things that he does that irritates us, like certain players not playing. But other than that, he's a phenomenal coach. But with that being said, I will be honest and say this is something that's a little scary. We're going into uncharted territories here because now we really don't know what direction we can go with the coach. Now, Manu Ginobili, I know a lot of people have said that, like Manu could be the coach, and I think that would be cool, and I would love that. Manu Ginobili is my favorite player of all time, but at the same time, great players not always make great coaches. Now, I'm not saying that would be the same thing with Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili was a good coach at the times that he was able to be a coach, but I just don't know. All right, and even we looking at Lonnie Walker, obviously. Manu is doing a good job at getting Lonnie to where we need Lonnie to be at. Like he's doing that, the player basis. But this whole situation now, it's a tough one, man. It's a really tough one. I think the NBA is kind of full of it, not giving Becky a job. And I think that the Spurs, obviously it's not the Spurs' fault. Like it was just going to be a matter of once Pop is gone. But even in that situation, when we had Tim Duncan, they instantly said Tim Duncan was the head coach. And, when Pop went out. So I don't know what the situation was there. So I guess we'll just wait and see. As far as us going forward, the only thing I can think of will be the best possible outcome. If we can bring Messina back, I think that will be great. That would probably be the best case scenario, but could potentially be one of the less likely scenarios as well. But yeah, man, I just want to know what you guys think in the comments, honestly, because I saw it coming but not like this, not so soon. You know what I mean? So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. But I do want to know like how you guys feel about it, as well as if you want to support the channel. I always say this, but you want to support the channel. Link in the description is the Patreon, YouTube members. For some reason, the YouTube link isn't working well for the members, but if you want to support the channel on Patreon, it's only $2 a month. I just got a new Patreon member, so I really do appreciate that. So if you guys want to just support, that's how you can support the channel. Really sorry for the content or the quality of this video. I'm on OBS because I don't have my equipment. Like, this is a really weak laptop I'm on, but yeah, man, it's just a situation we're in right now. Hopefully we can figure something out. The good news, though, because there is good news, all right, we do have Pop for another year. Now, Pop could, sign back, and that will be good, and then we'll be like, okay, well, we're set for coach. But we do have Pop for next season as well. So that's maybe enough time for us to figure out what we're going to do with the coaching situation. So, but yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'll get with you later. Until next time. Deuces.